The Wake Up Call with KB and Andy on 93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Marcus Ericsson leads to the short shoot.
Quiet Swede quietly has made his way to the front and now a half a lap away from winning his very first Indianapolis 500. Car lengths as he swings low, now back high to turn 3 for the final time.
Marcus Ericsson is snaking around. Pato Ward and Tony Kanaan are skulking with Felix Rosenquist. Marcus Ericsson with a 5 car length advantage, and the caution flag has come out due to an incident in turn number 2, Mark.
Yellow flag is out with Marcus Ericsson in front, Davey Hamilton.
Marcus Ericsson was going to win this race anyways. He did just what he had to do. Unbelievable job that he did on that restart, keeping Pato Ward behind him. Checkers are out. Ericsson's your winner.
Marcus Ericsson flies under the twin checkers, and he has achieved racing immortality. He wins the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite.
Well, we have never needed a break more in our lives here from the Pacers chatter on this Tuesday morning, and why not do it with certainly one of the finest racers around that oval here over the last couple of years. That radio call, courtesy of the IndyCar Radio Network. Marcus Ericsson joins us now. He is Andretti IndyCar driver, the number 28 Delaware Life Honda, and Marcus on the Payless Liquors hotline with us. Marcus, good morning, man. Month of May, alive and well?
Yeah, good morning. It's okay, but I am still pissed off about last night as well. I watched the game. I was on my sofa screaming, and then that ending was BS. I don't like it.
Now, Marcus, if my eyes weren't deceiving me, that was you, right? And Connor Daly and maybe Christian Lundgaard front row of Game 6. Did I see that correctly?
Yeah, that was correct, and that was like the best game ever. It was like a workout for me. I was jumping up and down all game, and that was so much fun. And then, I was very excited last night to watch the game, and they played so well. And then that ending was just, I felt bad.
Marcus, I've always enjoyed our conversations, and we appreciate this time here, and you can sense a but coming here. I must say I was a little disappointed in you in Game 6, and now me giving you fashion advice would be like me telling, I don't know, Whitney Houston how to sing. No gold shirt on during Game 6?
Yeah, no, but I had my Pacers hat. I have my Pacers hat on now, like when we're doing this interview. I promise you, next game I'll have my Pacers shirt as well.
Yeah, Marcus, you need to know, Kevin Bowen next to me, he scolds everyone for not putting the team-issued gold shirt on.
I was calling out Connor Daly, but okay, the Pacers hat, all right, that can justify for it, all right?
Well, the Pacers won the game, too, so
there you go.
So there you go. So you said you were jumping up and down, so you were dialed in. Well, do some sports talk radio for us here. What did you think of the end? What did you think of the officiating? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, that call on Turner was, that happens all the time. I don't know basketball very good, I should say that. But that call for me at that time of the game, I know enough sport that's very controversial, right? And I just feel bad because they played so well, and I feel like, both teams should play it out, and the referees shouldn't be the ones that decide it. And that's what it felt like, at least for me. So, yeah.
Marcus Ericsson with us, Andretti IndyCar driver of the number 28 Delaware Life Honda. I asked this not to totally go back to last year with you, but when there is an official, whenever there is a rule or an official that is involved, whether it be you, it be in any other sport, or be with the Pacers last night, I mean, there's nothing you can do, right? It's an empty feeling. I would have to imagine it's a hopeless feeling as well.
Yeah, it was a bit deja vu to last year in the 500. That is true, actually. Yeah, it's tough. When you do everything right and you feel like it's stuff outside your control, it's definitely those ones are hard to swallow and hard to get over. But the good thing for the Pacers, they play again, tomorrow, so they just have to win it back. I get my chance again this year in May, for the 500. So I'm fired up about that.
Marcus, how many times have you gone back and watched the final, 5 to 10 laps from last year, if at all?
I haven't watched it, to be honest. I'm not sure if I can. I don't. I haven't watched it yet, actually. So I would keep it like that.
I'd assume it still pisses you off how that was ended, how it was officiated, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I mean. It was just hard. It was hard for me because I felt like I'd won it, and then something that's never happened in the history of the race over 100 years. They just decided to do something very differently, and it was only a couple of years ago that Sato won on a yellow, and TK won on a yellow. There's a lot of guys that won on yellows, and I do appreciate that we try and give the fans a show, and I think that's a great thing. But I think to just do it a bit out of the blue was a bit hard, especially when you put yourself in a position to win it. So. But it's history now. It is what it is. It's been a good motivation for me to work even harder than ever to be as prepared as I can be for this year and try and win it back this year instead.
He hails from Sweden, of course, the winner of the 2022 Indianapolis 500. Now with Andretti, driver of the number 28 Delaware Life Honda, Marcus Ericsson on the Payless Liquors hotline. Marcus, we see moves of guys to various teams in a lot of sports. Can you kind of take a peek behind the curtain with us and just what is it like and what has it been like making such a notable move here this season with Andretti Racing?
Yeah, it's a big change. I was 4 years with Ganassi, so it's definitely been a bit of a process to get to know all the new people. It's a new car, even though it's an Indy car, but it's just they set it up differently to what I'm used to. So it's been a bit of a process, but I think it's been very promising. I think already the first race out, we qualified in the top 6, and we actually done that twice already. So it's been a very good start. The results haven't really come with us, but it's been promising, and I know the team has done a ton of effort into preparing our speedway cars for the month of May. So I'm excited to get out and try them here in a week or so, and just to drive for the Andretti name, right? That's just very cool in itself. It's such a legendary name, and that family, and Michael and Mario, and all of them. So that's obviously something that's super, super cool, and I'm very proud of.
Marcus Ericsson with us here on the Payless Liquors hotline, trying to get his second Indy 500 here in a few weeks. What is that moment like when you cross the finish line and you've won the Indy 500? And then, I would imagine you got to be chomping at the bit to get back. How much work do you feel you're going to have to do in these next few weeks to be ready for the Indy 500 here in a couple weekends?
It's the biggest race in the world. So I think, it's the race that everyone dreams all their life of winning. And I think the good thing for me now is that I know what I need to do to win it, and I know what I need to have from the car to win it. So that's what I'm going to try and use these next few weeks. So, it's all about preparing for that race day and for that end of a race. So I always say that this month of May, the key word for me is patience. It's about building up every day, getting better every day, and being there on race day and being able to deliver. So patience will be the key word to victory.
He now calls Indy home. Again, Andretti IndyCar driver of the number 28 Delaware Life Honda. You hear the voice of Marcus Ericsson with us right now. Marcus, what's the most tense moment of an Indy 500?
Probably the qualifying, to be honest. Qualifying weekend and doing that qualifying run, the 4 laps flat out, and I was last year 2:34 was pole position average speed. That's probably the most intense. When you come to race day, I think everything, the start is obviously pretty crazy in many ways. When you see all the fans, you do the salutes, going around on the parade laps. That's a very intense moment as well, because you just want to sort of get the race going, and then you sort of get into your rhythm. But for me, every day at the speedway is a special day, and then that's I always try and enjoy them as much as possible.
We got a video up on our website. Jake Query came to your house. I'm shocked that you let Jake inside, frankly, there.
Wow.
So kudos to you for that philanthropic effort. You and your wife now call Indianapolis home. What are maybe some favorite spots for the Ericsson couple to check out here in Indy?
We live on the north side, so we like to go up to Carmel and hang out there. Some good restaurants, and to be fair, Monon is probably my favorite. I go a lot to runs and walks and on my bike on the Monon. So that's some of my favorite things to do. And then go watch some Pacers games, obviously.
Well, he is still pissed off about last year, and universally, he's pissed off with all of us here
You're
on
damn
this
right.
Tuesday morning, so we all can agree on that. And frankly, I think there are a lot of people that probably agree with you, Marcus, on how last year ended. Hopefully, we do not have that sort of drama. Great drama, but hopefully not that type of drama here coming up in 2.5 weeks. Marcus, have a safe month, man. Good luck this weekend, and certainly we'll be rooting for you here coming up for the 500.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.